In Job chapter 2, the narrative continues with another heavenly assembly where God again praises Job's righteousness. Satan challenges God, asserting that Job's integrity remains intact because he has been spared physical suffering. God grants Satan permission to afflict Job physically, with the stipulation that he spare his life. Satan then afflicts Job with painful boils from head to toe, causing immense agony and suffering. Despite his excruciating pain and discomfort, Job remains resolute in his faithfulness to God. He sits among the ashes, scraping his afflicted skin with a piece of broken pottery. Job's wife, witnessing his suffering, urges him to curse God and die. However, Job rebukes her, maintaining his trust in God's sovereignty and righteousness. He refuses to sin by cursing God, even in the depths of his anguish. 3 of Job's friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, arrive to comfort him in his distress. They are deeply moved by Job's suffering and sit with him in silence for 7 days and nights, sharing in his grief. Job's continued faithfulness in the midst of extreme adversity serves as a testament to his unwavering trust in God. His refusal to abandon his integrity despite overwhelming suffering challenges conventional notions of divine justice and raises profound theological questions about the nature of suffering and the relationship between God and humanity. Job's story invites readers to wrestle with the complexities of faith and the mysteries of God's ways, demonstrating the enduring relevance and timeless wisdom of this ancient text. Let's now read Job chapter 2. Again there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. And the Lord said unto Satan, From whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord, and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that feareth God, and escheweth evil? And still he holdeth fast his integrity, although thou movest me against him, to destroy him without cause. And Satan answered the Lord, and said, Skin for skin, yea, all that a man hath will he give for his life. But put forth thine hand now, and touch his bone and his flesh, and he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thine hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thine integrity? Curse God, and die. But he said unto her, Thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God, and shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips. Now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, they came every one from his own place, Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, for they had made an appointment together to come to mourn with him and to comfort him. And when they lifted up their eyes afar off, and knew him not, they lifted up their voice, and wept, and they rent every one his mantle, and sprinkled dust upon their heads toward heaven. So they sat down with him upon the ground 7 days and 7 nights, and none spake a word unto him, for they saw that his grief was very great. This ends our reading of Job chapter 2.